What's up, guys? It's Pierre from Pure Quality Media. I'm out here with my boy Chris from Winning Hand Frenchies, man. And before we get this podcast started today, I want to give a big shout out to The Exotic Network for all of your updated bowling news. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started right in with this podcast with my boy Winning Hand Frenchies. So I know a little bit about you, but go ahead and let the people know who you are and where you're from and what you're about.
What's good, everybody? Well, shit, man. Asking me where I'm from, man, that's a little tricky, man. That's why I kind of brought you here today, you know what I mean? Since I was born in Colombia, bro, I've been all over the place. But this Hollywood Beach, Florida right here, man, it's one place I can say I can call home. Went to school out here. Always, you know what I mean? The place I come back to. And this is actually where I grabbed my passion for bullies, you know? Right here on this beach, bro, when I was a little kid, man. We used to always come out here and be able to play with them and shit, bro. And since I was a kid, man, you know, we didn't really have that much bread. I wasn't able to have a dog, and somebody blessed me with one right here on this beach, dog.
Damn, so you got blessed with a free bully? It was a bully or just
Pit bull. Back then, we called them pit bulls.
Oh, pit bulls back then. So OG, regular size XL pit bull.
It was actually a razor's edge pit bull, bro. Red-nosed pit bull, man. Real good quality dog. That dog lived for 14 years. Ain't never.
Damn, 14. Damn. So you've been about the dog since you were little. So you always been interested in dogs. And what actually got you into the bully and breeding bullies or Frenchies? Because I know you got the Fluffy. We'll get into that in a little bit too, because I know he's insane.
I was young, man. Like I said, I used to usually breed for fun. You know what I mean? And then about 10 years ago, I was staying out here in a condo, and they said, man, listen, you either get rid of the bully or we're going to hit you with a fine. They did all that. They sent the police, all that. So I gave the bully away to a friend of mine, got acreage. And when I moved to Cali, I started, you know, interacting with these Frenchies, man, and they grew on me, bro. So on the way back from California, I lived out there for like 4 years. And I came back about 7 years ago, and on the way back, I picked up two and never looked back.
Damn, just like that, got it straight into a whole different breed. And was there like a kennel or anything that you seen a stud that made you think like, hey, maybe I do want to get into the Frenchies, maybe I do want to breed? Was there anybody that stood out to you, or was it your personal vision?
To be honest, man, at that time, man, I got them for my kids, you know, and I figured out of every litter that they would get a little percentage for their college fund and stuff like that. But I ain't never think nothing of it, you know. I always liked the dogs. I always just did it because I want to breed them and then, you know, extend their family and keep them in my family.
So it's never about the money, like how a lot of these breeders are nowadays?
Nah, man, I always worked for a living.
Always worked for a living, and the breeding was always a hobby. Okay. And the money just kind of comes with it, right? I mean, if it does, right? If you take those W's.
Say this, man. If you work hard and dedicate yourself, man, and you know, take this as a real career or as a passion, you know, there's no way but to get paid. You know what I mean? As many hours I put in, I had to give up working, man, because I'm breeding full time now. You know what I mean? Yes, sir, 3-4 breedings a week, man. That kind of takes your attention.
That boy's working, huh? That boy's working. And what boy is that we just mentioned right now?
Boston George.
Boston George. That name always sounds familiar every time I hear it. And what is Boston George? Where's he carry? Where's he from? Or what is that?
Boston George, man, is a blue covered in cream. Carries cocoa. And he just happens to be, man, the smallest working fluffy in the world. At least the smallest I've seen, you know. 20 pounds. Shortest back I've ever seen. Real low to the ground. And then beside how small he is, man, he got all great Frenchie qualities. You know, you can't look at that dog and be like, oh, he's good for a fluffy. Or, oh, he got good fluff. Nah. He's like a lot of studs are, I get you. Exactly, bro. So he's a great all-around Frenchie. Oh, you know what I mean? I be joking around and say he's Winston's cousin.
I mean, well, the litters, how many litters do you have? That's what says it
on the ground right now, and 7 more.
And he's been working. And he's been working nonstop, right?
He's been working since I had his first litter. He conceived that one when he was 9 months.
9 months old, and he had his first litter.
9 months old. No, he conceived his first litter at 9 months.
So, just at the show the other day, I heard about a challenge that you had. What was that challenge? And has anybody took it up or even tried you on the internet or the DMs, or how's that looking with this challenge?
So I started the challenge at the Only Frenchies Showcase in California. And what it is very simple, man. Pound for pound, inch for inch, smallest working fluffy in the world.
You heard the man. Pound for pound, inch for inch, size for size, all of the above.
$1,000, man.
$1,000.
Your last chance.
Stack them on the table. And when is that? When's the last show that you're going to?
Last time that I'm going to go ahead and put the challenge out is going to be at the Rumble in the Jungle, hosted by June Williams. It's going to be in Houston, Texas, man, September 9th.
Okay, he's going to the Big Boy Show with the Big Boy Challenge. He said he wants to smoke with all the Frenchies in the world. He's claiming it. And, I mean, if nobody's claim that $1,000, I mean, I
Listen,
guess you're
man.
right. He's the
9 shows.
smallest.
I grab the
He's
mic. I walk him around. A lot of people might say
everything.
that, oh, I got a friend that got one, or yeah, I've seen one, or I seen a micro. But I ain't never seen no micro fluffy. Period. I don't even know what that is, even looks like. I feel like
Now he is pretty small. I've seen Bossa George, and he is pretty small, and he's producing. So with all that being said, it sounds like you've been doing pretty good in the bowling game, or as far as the Frenchies and the Fluffies. But has there been any times that you took losses, or has it all been dubs? Has it all been dubs for you, and you just winning, 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 or has there been losses?
so. I kind of take that as a little different than most people. You know what I'm saying? I'm a businessman all the way around, so man, it comes with it. You know what I mean? And you can't really look at it as a loss because at the end of the day, what a lot of people say loss is like people say, "Oh, my litter died," and that's a loss. Bro, I had a litter that didn't make it, and that was never a loss to me because at the end of the day, my investment was in the stud credit. That stud credit stood. You know what I mean? In my time, yes, that's my loss. You know what I mean? Because it takes a lot out of you, man, as a person to be able to sit there and you know what I mean, give to these puppies and then see those puppies pass away on you and stuff like that.
All the stress and money. Yeah, yeah, I get
Exactly.
you.
But I'll say this, man, for the past 3 years, bro, I let no one else except my girl walk my litters.
And you've been successful.
No problem.
Successful? That's good to hear, man. I mean, me personally, as a new breeder, I've only been breeding for just about 3 years. In the beginning, I took nothing but losses. And I looked at every loss as a learning experience. Don't do this, ask this question. Oh, I wasn't educated on this. So, yeah, there is losses, but I always see them as learning experiences and, like, see the positive out of it. Just keep going, because if I ever give up or stop breeding, I don't want to say it's because I lost a litter or because of L. It needs to be because of a win. I've already ate the game up, and now I'm stopping. That's how I look at it.
And another thing, too, man, it's the way I see it, man. Doctors go to school for 8 years plus. Man, in the past 7, 8 years, I consider myself a veterinarian, man. Oh, yeah. You know, I know how to do everything. I'm not going to do a C-section. I ain't going to do nothing like that. But as far as shots, you know, checking the symptoms, seeing what's wrong with them, deworming them, man, I learned all that. So I can't really take it as an L, bro, because you know how much money it costs to go to school for that?
Oh, yeah, and you've already learned it from experience. You're getting it from experience. Yeah, definitely. And okay, so now that we touched that topic, I want to get into something a little bit more in general. And I ask every breeder from each state this question, is that who has, since you breed fluffies and you got a hidden fluffy stud right now, who got the best fluffies? Texas or Florida? Who got the fluffies? Overall, in general, what do you think?
So I'm going to have to say Florida. Because Florida, man.
You're going to stick with Florida. You from Florida? You grew up here. You want to stick with Florida?
Listen, I be everywhere, though. I lived in Cali. You know
okay. Yeah.
But, bro, listen, we got money bags.
Money bags?
Until my boy, man, Money Bag was the smallest, most compact, hardest dog I ever seen as a fluffy.
I've seen Money Bags, yeah.
He's won best in shows. He's won best fluffy. He's won best Merle. Dog works, you know what I mean? They're owned by a real good friend of mine, June Vasquez at Miami Elite. And then, you know, we got Mr. Go Viral.
Go Viral.
You feel me?
Okay.
That man, I seen him. He busted out all the new DNA before Texas. Slightly before Cali as well.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Definitely, yeah.
Man got crushed, long hair EB. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice, compact. You see a lot of these long hair EBs, they be big as shit. So I feel like, man, Florida, man, we got a little bit of everything for everybody. Look at my homeboy, Big Wig.
Big Wig.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Man got a bully from every size, every look, anything you want. So that's what I look for. You know what I mean? When I want to go somewhere, and as far as like you said, is breeding and quality, I look at it overall.
Overall, everything. Okay, that's a great perspective too. Everybody has to look at everybody's point of view, and not just a pedigree, etc., but everything in general matters. And just for the record, how long have you been breeding?
I've been breeding Frenchies for 9 years, and first time I had a litter of bullies, I was 16.
Damn. So you've been in it a while, been breeding. You got some experience under your belt. Do you think the game has changed from then to now? From when you first started, has the game changed as price or exotics, etc.?
So I'm gonna say the business of breeding Frenchies, you know, because that's what I'm into mainly. It definitely changed. You know, when I first picked up my Frenchies 8 years ago, everybody and anybody that even knew what a Frenchie looked like knew what to look for. You know, and they knew a nice little quality, cute, under 25-pound lap dog. You know, a lot of people say the weight don't matter, this don't matter. It might not for a lot of breeds, but for a Frenchie, that's what a Frenchie was sold on. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
we're
yeah.
at Margaritaville. The
Yep,
congo's
yep.
right here. If I want to go ahead and be there, they're gonna say dog under 25 pounds.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
get
My
what you're
condos, my HOAs, dog under 25 pounds.
saying. Yep.
And that's what I bred. That's what I got into it for. You know what I mean? Because I wanted a lap dog for my
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
You get what I mean?
Then nice still, because I look at dogs as luxury sometimes too. If you have an expensive dog, that's a luxury.
Most definitely.
So I mean, you go to a luxury place, you want a luxury dog, you want to stand out. Same thing as like shoes, you need the dog. You know what I mean?
Another thing too back then, people weren't experimenting as much.
Oh, okay, yeah. They weren't doing the exotic shit. They weren't lion breeding. They weren't doing all that. Okay, they're
Which
keeping
you know,
it clean.
I have nothing against none of that because
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
every dog except a wolf is a mutt. You know, it
Yeah,
had to be
yeah.
created somehow. But
Somehow,
I'm gonna say
some
this,
way.
man, be a responsible breeder. If you
Yep.
want to create something, man, create it, bro. But every time you get a litter that's not what it is, man, you got these long old Frenchies, big old snouts. You know what I mean? That's not what the world wants to see as a quality French bulldog, man. Keep them dogs. Give them away to your family. Pet home them. Get them neutered.
Don't flood
You know
the
what I
market.
mean?
Yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah.
Then
Don't sell them
once
for
you
500 bucks.
achieve your goal,
Yeah, yeah.
a quality French bulldog.
And what do you look at
whatever.
as in quality? What do you look at as in quality? All around color, structure, bone,
First
health.
foremost, man, my dog gotta be able to move and function. And
Fully
go
functional.
anywhere
Fully
with-
functional is number one.
You know what I mean?
Let's do the top three. What's your second one? So first one's fully functional. Second
Nares,
one,
man, breathing,
oh, the nares, the breathing,
Yeah.
health. We're gonna list that as health. And what's number three?
feet.
Feet.
On the Frenchie, man, you gotta have nice tight feet, man.
Tight feet. So structure. We're gonna categorize that as structure. So it was health, structure, and what was the other one?
DNA. You know what I mean? Because at this point, I'm gonna say for me, you know, this is my opinion. For the general public, you know, as anybody here walk by and you stop them and you show them pictures of the dogs, they're gonna go as far as like a Merle or a Lilac.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. Yep.
So my dogs, I feel like anybody's dogs at this point should carry at least that. Blue, some tan points, some cocoa, you know,
All the above. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit of Isabella, Merle. Like you should have that in your program right now and have it right.
Yeah, definitely,
You know, if they're
definitely.
still producing big ugly Merle. I'm not gonna say word ugly. There's a cute dog for everybody. But
Yeah,
if they're
yeah.
still producing dogs that are not of standard quality.
To today, not 9 years ago. Today.
Exactly. You know, and we're gonna bring up AKC because AKC is the longest standing registry in the world. You know,
AKC registered.
Yeah,
That's
you can
typical.
argue that
Yeah,
all you
yeah.
want,
Everybody
and-
knows that. Yeah.
and that's who's setting the standards by weight, by their qualities, and you know that's what I go after. You know what I mean? If I like a bully, I like a bully to look like a bully.
You want the bully. You want the pit bull look, the big dog,
Exactly.
small future. I get you. I
And
get
you don't want to be fully functional. If you come in my yard, he's gonna bite your hand off. If you come on and out, you know what I'm saying?
The original
If a
pit
dog
bull.
cannot grab on and bite, man, if a dog can't jump, if a dog's elbows are shooting out sideways, dragging, that's not.
That's too exotic for you.
It's not the exotic, man. That's a crime, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm
It's too
saying? That's
inbred.
a
It's not
crime,
healthy.
man.
I
That's
get
a
what you're
crime,
saying.
man. If your dog can't be a dog,
If you ask me, I mean, the exotic market right now for anything, Frenchies, bullies, English, anything exotic right now is the market's high compared to how everything basic is. I don't want to say, yeah, I'll say flooded. I'm gonna say flooded. I could go down the street and get $1,000 Frenchie all day, a Merle. It's gonna be a little tall, you know what I mean? But that's what the flooded market is. But if anything with elbows, exotic or small, the buck is always gonna pay.
I'm not gonna even say that's exotic though, man. I'm just gonna say, you know, that's that look.
That's
you feel what I'm
look.
saying? A
Okay,
little
okay.
beefy look. Green Sheep, Valor line.
Yeah, all
you know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Look at that dog Cobra, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never bred to that dog. I haven't had the pleasure, but I've seen him, and that's a dog right there, man. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
Frenchie
definitely, yeah,
all
yeah.
the way around. And he's not giving up nothing.
No, yeah, he's not,
You
but
know
he's
what I'm saying?
producing. He
Exactly.
done outproduced himself.
Look,
many
look at
times.
homie over there, Brett Wright gave they got Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo. Yeah, yeah. I know who Yo-Yo is. I see
Bro,
Yo-Yo.
that dog runs, moves, jumps,
But it's insane.
and it's insane. You get what I mean? And there's some other dogs that they can't even barely walk. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
I feel like exotic is one thing, an exotic look. You want an exotic look at Takeoff from Go Viral. That's an exotic looking
Okay,
dog.
yeah.
That's a very unique looking dog. Look at Tina Snow. You know, I got Tina Snow. That's a very unique looking dog. You know, that's exotic to me. As
far
far
as the
as features looking all crazy,
Yeah, yeah.
oh man, it's just not for me.
No, it's not for everybody. It's definitely not. Plus, it comes with health issues. It comes with other stuff. It comes with drama. It comes with all the smoke that you don't want with it. All right, but since we're getting to the end of this podcast, I'm gonna ask the last question, and the last question is always, where do you see yourself or your camp in the next year? What are some goals you guys want to achieve in your camp?
Man, as far as goals, I just try to better my dog's life every chance I get.
So your dogs in general, not just one dog, your
Oh,
dogs in
no,
general.
no, my entire camp lives the life. You know what I'm saying?
So treating them
I
better, yeah,
got
yeah.
Tina Snow's been to 47 states. Boston George's been to almost 40. You know what I mean? Everyone else has been to at least 5 or 6. I alternate them how I take them out, to come hang out to the beach, hotels, resorts,
That's
stuff like
perfect. That's
that.
what you got to do as a breeder, yeah.
Exactly. So, if you see me in 10 years, what do I want? Man, I want a state-of-the-art facility, you know what I mean? I want my dog
Something
to
big.
living the
Oh,
life,
big.
hanging out, little pools, swimming pools,
Everything. Water slide,
exactly, you
fucking
know what I'm
park,
saying? That's what I
fucking.
want, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of the day, I'm going to keep breeding for me, man.
Yeah, for yourself
I breed for
regardless.
myself before I breed for anybody else. When I breed to keep them. You know what I mean? Y'all see my last 3 litters, they ain't been open to the public for a reason, bro. I don't
That's the
really
way to
trust a
do it.
lot of people. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
And you're
saying?
not going to flood your own bloodline down at the same time.
Exactly, man. I'm carrying value to it, man, because at the end of the day, I know what I put in. I know the money I put in. I know the sweat and tears I put in. You
Everything.
see what it is, man. It's
No,
7
I see
o'clock
what
in
it
the
is as a
morning,
breeder.
bro.
Yeah, it's 7
How
o'clock.
long was our drive?
Yeah, 4 hours.
You know
Four
what I mean? And
hours.
I do
Yeah.
this 3, 4 times a week, bro. Dedicated. You know what I'm
Hustling.
saying?
Yeah, push and keep going. Don't stop. Driving. You're telling me I'm everywhere, man.
And that's another thing, man, I want to tell everybody, boy. If you think breeding is easy thing, you're gonna go in there and buy a dog, and it's nah, bro. That's not it.
How much money do you think you need to come into this game today? To get in there with a good foot in the door.
Man, it cost me $50,000 just to
Jesus.
set up
To set up?
just to set
But
up
that's
the
not just
facility.
one dog, right? That wasn't just
That
one
was
dog.
before buying a dog, brother. That's
Oh
just to
man.
set up a nice area
Oh man, you went
for
above and
them
beyond
to
for sure.
have to enjoy their lives before they, you know what I mean? You can make them help
Yeah,
your life.
I
You get
get
what I'm
you. I
saying?
get
So
you.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
man,
So you
before
did
you
the
think
right
of
way.
exactly, bro.
Yeah, you didn't
Before
just
you
get
think
in.
of
You
breeding,
invested.
before you think of buying a dog, think of where you're gonna place that dog.
Makes
How's that
sense.
dog gonna live? You get
Makes
what I'm saying?
sense.
How you gonna feed that dog? You get what I'm
You look
saying?
at between the lines. You got to get
Exactly,
all the
man.
factors,
Like we don't
everything.
do no
Yeah.
shortcuts, man. We feed raw meat. We feed a good base diet. You know what I'm saying? We make them their own food, mix their vegetables, their supplements, all that. We don't take no shortcuts, brother. That's why a lot of people are like, oh man, why your dog look so nice, or why your
Because
dog
there's
not
no
having no
shortcuts.
issues.
It's that real shit. You got to tell them.
People be like, oh man, you shouldn't take your dog here and there. Bro, listen, my dogs are conditioned to go anywhere. My dogs go on the boat with me. My dogs go camping. They
Fully
go hiking.
functional.
They
They breed.
travel with me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They be everywhere, bro.
And I mean, if that's a recipe that you've been sticking to, I would just stick to it because you've been successful with it. So anything you're doing with your dogs is obviously working. So like you said, stick to your vision and just stick to your script. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this podcast up. I'm Pure from Pure Quality Media, and this is Chris, the Winning Hand Frenchies. And until the next one,
Hey
guys.
man, y'all already know, man. Y'all heard it here, man. Don't sit here and say that you ain't never seen me, you ain't never heard about it. $1,000, man. Come to the Rumble in the Jungle. If you
You
heard
heard
like you
him.
got a
Biggest show, one
better,
of the biggest shows.
smaller,
September
dark
9th.
and fluffy. All right, we're gonna measure them. We're gonna weigh them. I'm not hitting here trying to say that I got a better fluffy than
$1,000
anybody.
wants all the smoke.
I'm saying I have a smaller, proven fluffy. All right, get that right. Smaller. Not better. I'm not trying to sound better than anybody. But I feel like I got
Bring the
the
smoke.
key
September 9th, Rumble
to
in the
all the
Jungle.
fluffies, man. Because you got to shrink them up, baby. You got to shrink
You
them
heard the
up.
man. You heard him. Till the next one. Thank you, guys.